Because bitch, it's okay. And welcome back to another episode of Bitch It's Okay podcast. I am your host, Nye, or y'all know me as Nyethebrat on social media. Um, I apologize for the delay in the episodes. Your girl has been I don't know, like this has just not been the best past 2 weeks for me. And this week really like showed that. So, better late than never. Here we are. As y'all can tell by the title, we are cheering to 2 years of entrepreneurship. For those who don't know, besides me being a social media personality, I sell lashes. My business is called Brat's Way. I sell 25 millimeter mink lashes. And the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Purr. I know, just playing. Um, I launched on July, child. That's how you know your girl's tired. I launched my business, my brand on June 17th of 2021. I took that leap of faith and launched my business. I will never forget that day, y'all. I was so nervous once I had my inventory together. I launched my website and I literally got 2 orders that entire day. And you would have thought with those 2 orders that I had over 500 the way I celebrated. I've never sold anything with my name and face attached to it. So the fact that I was able to do that, I just knew that my life would change forever. Fast forward to 2 years later, here we are. And funny story, actually, because I feel like since I have built a stronger brand with Brat's Way, that everybody has forgotten Brat's Way's roots. Prior to me naming my business after myself or after my little social media personality, my brand was originally called Lashed Out when I launched. I literally launched with 100 lashes. I had MCM inspired lash boxes, and then I sold tweezers as well. I believe I had like over 200. Way too much inventory, child. I thought I knew everything about business. I was posting, my entrepreneur series on YouTube. My unboxing of my business then went viral on YouTube. And it actually got me monetized the following month, which is my YouTube anniversary month, which I thought was so crazy. Thank you guys so much for supporting me because before I went viral on TikTok, YouTube was the first platform that I gained such a huge amount of views. Like that video, I believe, has over 24,000 views, if I'm not mistaken. And if you guys want to check that out on YouTube, my YouTube is Nyethebrat. And that's literally the first video that you'll see when you come across my channel. Let me stop saying I was so overjoyed. Like I literally took my tax money that January and just started being creative with my lash boxes and my designs. I just knew that when I stepped into entrepreneurship, I wanted to bring something different to the table, bring something that hasn't been done before. And granted, the MCM boxes wasn't my original idea, which I know, like, when that video went viral, if you literally look at the comments, it's so much hate and negativity in that comment section of that video. So many people were telling me MCM was going to come after me, and people were tagging MCM on my business page. Like, girl, it was a mess. I was even so viral that my lash boxes were getting sent in Facebook groups and I was being talked about. And girl, it was a mess. Nobody knows all that tea that I just told y'all, but yes, girl, I literally was getting hell over a 75-cent lash box. Like, it wasn't that deep. I just felt like if you're going to sell fake bags, fake purses, well, that's the same thing, but anything that's not real designer, you shouldn't be coming at me for no damn lash box. It's not that deep. Because regardless of it being MCM's design, I still constructed that box myself. Like, I still took the time to craft it, to design it, put my logo on it, all that good stuff. And Lashed Out was great. I had my little brand ambassador team and it was cute. Lashed Out which was supposed to be a luxurious lash brand, because I just felt like, oh, well, there's not too many luxury lash brands out there. Let me be a luxury brand. Child, did I know about being a luxury brand? I knew nothing of the sort. Everybody wants nice things, but don't realize how much money you have to invest into getting these nice things. I had a quote unquote luxury brand because my boxes were MCM, and that's not a luxury brand. When you have a luxury brand, actually, it's more than just your product. It's you selling the experience. And I'm not even going to sit here and lie to y'all, because like I tell y'all all the time, I'm transparent. I'm an open book. I'm not afraid to say anything. And it is what it is. I've grown from it, but I wasn't selling no luxurious experience. Like, it was just a lash box with MCM's logo on it and mine on top. If we're being genuinely honest, there was no luxurious experience with what I was selling. And I had to take a step back when I first started selling lashes and really dive into my brand identity. Excuse me. And basically, what brand identity to me is like, for example, when you go on the Crayon Cases website, it's literally, you can tell that besides it being based around like crayons and shit like that, coloring books, which I love, and back to school items like pens, pencils, paper, notebooks, you can tell that it's a beginner makeup brand. It's a makeup brand for beginner MUAs, makeup artists, and things like that. Like, that's the Crayon Cases brand identity, like back to school shopping supplies and things like that. That's brand identity. And like I told y'all, me putting Lashed Out attached to my name, like that was the first thing that I had with my name and face on it. So I just didn't connect with it. Like, I like nice things. I like luxury, but I'm not a luxurious ass bitch. You get what I'm saying? Like, me and luxury, like being luxurious is not my identity. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm raunchy, I'm loud, I'm vivacious, I'm ratchet sometimes, I cuss a lot. I do cuss a little. It just was the complete opposite of what I really, really wanted. So once I took a step back, I literally had to sit back and think, how can I have my brand reflect who I am as an individual? And besides making profit, just identify with it. I hate when you're an entrepreneur selling something and it doesn't identify, like, you have no relation to that product. You're just selling it. And there's nothing wrong with that, because not everybody wants to be the face of their brand. And being the face of your brand generally is not all what it's cracked up to be. So I really took a step back and I had to do some digging. I had to do some research. So literally within the first 6 months of me selling lashes, I was literally investing in my business education, courses, ebooks, webinars, just to educate myself, because yes, I had a successful Life of an Entrepreneur series on YouTube, but I didn't know enough. And I wanted to know more. And I don't know if y'all figured it out by now. Your girl is a geek. I've been a geek since I was a child. I've always loved to read. I've always wanted to learn. Like, education is literally a part of me. It's who I am. So, like I said, I took a step back to regroup, and I came up with Brat's Way. And it's so funny because originally when I had my business, I didn't want to call it Brat's Way, because I just felt like, or having anything associated with the word brat, because I just felt like it was going to be hard to market. It kind of seemed a little childish, at least to me, from the consumer perspective. But at the same time, like, if I seen brats in the Ulta or Sephora, girl, I'm copping it, because I'm not only am I a brat, but I grew up on brats. Like, I had all the dolls, but besides that being the point, Brat's Way was literally the rebirth of Lashed Out. I still have that page and everything like that. I just don't post on it. But Brat's Way is my brand, my baby. And I love what Brat's Way stands for. Brat's Way, my slogan as of now is, it's the Brat's Way or no way, because it's like, it's either my way, or the highway. Word to Lil Key, like, or Queen Key, I'm sorry. That's just what it is. And what I really, really love about my brand is how raunchy it is. Like, the whole idea behind my brand is that I want to set it apart from your typical, normal, soft life, luxurious brands. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the brands that are in Sephora and Ulta, but not everybody is sleek. Not everybody is polished. Not everybody is soft, and not everybody wants that soft life, that luxurious lifestyle. That's not something that everybody wants to obtain. You get what I'm saying? Most people just want to be financially free. Some people just want to remain who they are, and they just got a little bit of money. So I kind of resonated with that and basically based my personality off of my brand, which is now called Brat's Way. I I will never forget when I first rebranded Brat's Way. I got my lash boxes, and inside of the box, I think it said, hold on, actually, I'm gonna tell y'all because I have a box right here, bruh. My pink boxes were a hit, child. Inside my box, I have fuck that nigga, take his money, period. Yeah, I got it, but I want to spend yours too, because that's just something the girls resonate with. That city girl, hot girl summer lifestyle, like that's what it is. And a lot of girls identify with that. And when I tell y'all, I posted these lashes in a Facebook group, and the older women went nuts, not in a good way either. A lot of them are saying like, this is not appropriate, or they wouldn't purchase it, and da-da-da. It's not meant for you to purchase, mom. I'm not talking to you. This language that I'm speaking is for the girlies that are around my age and younger. And that's also what I had to realize. When you're in business, you can't please everybody, which is why it's very important that you have a target audience that you know will buy your product and speak your language. When I had lashed out, I didn't have a language. I didn't identify with any audience. My target audience was all over the place. I was trying to target girls younger than me and way older than me. Like, it was just a mess. Now I know for right now, my brand is targeting girls a little bit younger than me and a little, maybe 2 years older than me max. So please make sure you know who you're talking to when you sell products as an entrepreneur. That's so important. A lot of people be on Facebook specifically crying about how they don't know why they're not selling their stuff and what's wrong with it. A lot of y'all's websites are trash. Not even just it being trash, but your audience can't find you because they don't know who you're talking to. Y'all will sell purses, nail polish, and lashes and think that the 23-year-old is going to buy all that. Not all 23-year-olds, believe it or not, are interested in all that stuff that I just mentioned. So it's very, very important that when you are figuring out your target audience, you're able to talk to them how you would like to talk to them, and that they resonate with what you're selling. But yeah, my pink boxes, baby, they was a hit. I have literally an infamous photo of my lashes on my page at Brat's Way on Instagram, and it went nuts. I had long pink nails. I had the pink lash box. The sun was hitting, honey, okay? It gave what it was supposed to, okay? Brat's Way is really my baby. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Like, I literally, I re-up on inventory. I want to say, was it before Black? It was definitely before Black Friday. And I had black boxes, which were a hit. The girls ate that up. Inside of that box, I had a quote that said, let me see, because I have that box here too. It says, these bitches tripping thinking that they niggas safe, because bitches do be tripping thinking that they niggas safe. Like, that's just what it is. No, it's playing. But the girlies liked that as well. I just was sad because when I purchased my new inventory, it wasn't for Black Friday specifically because I didn't have a plan and I wasn't ready. And that's another thing. If you're going to have a Black Friday sale or a sale in general, please plan ahead. Do not drop your product and think that a whole bunch of girls are just going to eat it up and buy it. We are not Jada Waiter. We are not Beyonce. We cannot just drop something and just instantly sell out. And that's really the ugly truth of entrepreneurship. You have to build up that anticipation, if you will. You have to have systems in place to, get all that done. And I definitely learned that when I was down my first 6 months educating myself on entrepreneurship. So it's take your time. Take your time, because a lot of the mistakes that I made with Lashed Out, aka Brat's Way, I definitely could have prevented. But I was 21, I was young, and I'm 23 now. I'm a bit wiser. Well, a lot more wiser, honestly, and I know better. So to anybody that's out there that wants to start their business, start it. Do it scared. Do not wait, but definitely plan and educate yourself along the way. And like I said, if you're going to have a sale or even a launch, prepare. Don't just drop it unless your following is going to buy everything that you drop. You need to build that anticipation. You need to reel in your audience. You need to have a language that they speak which resonates with them to make them want to purchase with you. You get what I'm saying? I will say with this rebrand, I've had more new customers, and repeating customers purchase from me versus me having a luxurious lash brand. I feel like that's because my brand matches my personality. It matches who I am as a person. It matches the language that I speak, which is why I'm able to talk to them the way I do, which is why I'm able to put what I put on my lash boxes, because it resonates with them. Like every time you open up your lashes in your lash box, not only do you have a place to put your lashes, but it says something cute, and you might break out into song or something, or it's just cute, or somebody's going to see that and be like, girl, where you get that from? Hello, girl, I got it from Brat's Way, because it's the Brat's Way or no way. And that's on what? That's on who? Baby, that's on period. But I recently celebrated 2 years of entrepreneurship, as I stated in the beginning of this podcast. And it's so, I don't want to say it's crazy, but it's just so unbelievable. Like, I've grown so much from being 21 to now me being 23. And my business has grown along with me, from being a luxurious lash brand to being a loud and raunchy cosmetics brand. And I say cosmetics because if you did not know the tea, honey, Brat's Way is branching into cosmetics, okay? This is not a secret. This is not a surprise. This is a known fact. I've been talking about this for a while now, especially on my YouTube channel. If you subscribe to me, and if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, girl, I don't know what you are waiting for. Go subscribe right now, because you're missing out. You're missing out. And it's just so I'm sorry, y'all. It's crazy. It is so crazy. Like, Brat's Way is really my baby, besides my dog Dior. Brat's Way is my baby. That's my dog. That's my girl. I love my brand so much because it really resonates with me and the girls that I speak to, and the fact that I've been able to bless so many beautiful women with lashes from me is amazing. And I love that. One of the things that I emphasized on when I was starting my entrepreneurship journey 3 years ago, was that I wanted something that I could sell that could make girls feel beautiful, and me as well. Because growing up, I wasn't into makeup at all, surprisingly. Like, now I'm quick to be the face. Okay, I can be my face in under 10 minutes. And I've only been doing makeup on myself for about a year now. Excuse me. I never wore lashes growing up, but I was very fond of mascara. I love me some L'Oreal mascara, girl. And don't let it be the mascara that was going to extend my little ass eyelashes, girl. I was brushing that hoe on every morning before I went to school, but that was about as far as I was going with the makeup shit. It just wasn't my thing. Like, I was very, very insecure in high school due to a whole bunch of BS. We're not going to get into that, but that's just something I said. Like, I want something that's going to make the girls feel beautiful and, enhance my beauty already. I've been beautiful. I've always been beautiful, but because bitches are haters and kids are mean, I could never see that. And once I got to a certain age and I seen my beauty, girl, you couldn't tell me Nothing. You couldn't tell me a goddamn thing, all right? Because this face card, yeah, it never declined. Not even one time. It never declined. It always gave. Okay. So yeah, like I'm just blessed, y'all. I'm blessed. I made it to 2 years of entrepreneurship, and although I'm not where I want to be, it's still a celebration. Now, granted, the day I did make 2 years, I didn't do anything. It was just a regular day, sad to say. But I still was aware and I still celebrated my milestone, because that's the thing. I feel like I don't ever really celebrate my milestones for real because I'm not where I want to be, but the small stuff still matters. 2 years, I I'm quick to quit something, okay? This is a known fact. If I hate something, if I don't like something, or if I say I'm gonna do something, and I'm quick to quit it, okay? That's just the person that I was, but it was just something about entrepreneurship and me having something to call my own. I just couldn't give up on that, you know? Like I needed to see it evolve. I needed to see it grow. I needed to see it in the flesh. And once I spent my tax money on inventory, oh baby, you best believe I was goddamn serious about my brand. I was not about to waste 2K worth of inventory for me to not do anything with it. So yeah, like I don't know, y'all. Entrepreneurship is beautiful. It's not for everybody. I will definitely say that. If you are trying to go into entrepreneurship because of the money, baby, you might as well turn around and find something else, because the money will come, but if you don't have the brand identity, your target audience, great content, a great product that's solving a problem, or it's not going to work. It's not going to happen, little baby. It's just like YouTube. Like YouTube is so hard to get monetized on and to get consistent income. And that's why they tell you when you start YouTube, don't think that you're going to just start making buku bread. Like, absolutely not. Like, you know how easy it is to go viral on TikTok? On YouTube, it's literally like 1 in a million that you'll go viral. It's so crazy. Like, you literally have to low-key be established before you get on YouTube. But your girl's working on that too, because we getting there. I got my little viral video pinned on my channel, loud and proud, because that's my baby, my brand. Like that was the beginning. You feel me? But let me talk about how I got into entrepreneurship too, because I'm telling y'all, you know, the backstory of Lashed Out and things like that. But let me tell y'all the start of everything so it all makes sense. So in 2019, I went to community college and I didn't want to work a job. I was so tired of working a job. I think the last job I had at that point was working at a hospital as a food service aide or something like that. I can't remember the exact name. And my childhood best friend at the time, she had a 9 to 5, but she was also working on doing hair, and I was her hair model. So I'm like, I want to start a business, but like, what the hell could I sell? Like, I was a writer, yes, but not everybody wants to be a writer or anything like that. And I was a published author as well, but it's like, again, I didn't want to sell books. Like, I didn't want anything that I already did tied to me, if that makes sense. Like, I wanted to separate who Naja was from Nye, because Naja and Nye are two different bitches, okay? Naja is the sweetheart, the geek, the girl that loves to read, write, and just be in the moment. And I don't know. And Nye is just different. This bitch, me, she's spicy as fuck, likes to drink, likes to party, have fun. She likes to be cute, dolled up. Like, they're two different bitches. And I had to think to myself, like, what the hell could I sell that is marketable and that I could actually wear, because I didn't want to sell anything that I wasn't going to wear. Clothes was out the question because I didn't I wasn't aware of my style at the time, and I didn't feel comfortable being a clothing model. Like, that just wasn't it. So I'm like, I work a 9 to 5, so me putting money into my business wouldn't be a problem. So what is it? And then one day, me and my childhood friend, we were going out to a party at Rowan, and she had brought over eyelashes, and I'm like, girl, these are cute as hell. Like, can you put them on me? Because like I told y'all, I've never been a makeup girl. I never wore lashes, makeup, anything like that, except for mascara. So she would put them on me, but she got tired after a while of us going out, me asking her to put them on. So she was like, girl, you have to learn yourself. So I'm like, you right, friend, you right. So I literally, kid y'all not, I watched a YouTube tutorial on how to put on lashes, girl. You would have thought, like, it was so impossible. Like, for some odd reason, it was literally impossible to put lashes on myself. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, they wouldn't stick. I was scared to use tweezers and poke my eye out. Like, it was too much. So then I'm like, you know what? Let me try to master this, and maybe I could sell these, because I like that these look cute. And at the time, like I told y'all, I was a bit insecure, and I wanted to bask in my own beauty. And I obviously didn't have the money to enhance any of my beauty at the time. So I said, well, what can I sell that can enhance my beauty and make other women feel beautiful? And that's when I had the idea of selling lashes. I learned how to put lashes on, and immediately I went to Alibaba, and I had talked to different vendors at night, and I finally found a vendor, and I purchased my samples, and then I got them sent to me. And would y'all believe that I took the lash samples to the gym, y'all? I took the lash samples to the gym. I literally, kid y'all not, me and my childhood friend, we went to the gym. I took my samples with me, and I literally spread them out on the counter, and I was just so ecstatic. Like, oh my God, I'm about to start a business. And back then, you could start your business for probably less than $100. We're talking 2-3 years ago, when everything was cheap and not too many people were doing it, and it wasn't as oversaturated as it is now. And I was just so I was so overjoyed. Like, look at me, I got 10 different pairs of lashes, per, and they were cute, but I feel like they had synthetic fibers in them, so they felt a little hard. Like, whenever you buy lash samples, they're automatically going to feel like, not hard as in crunchy, but they're you can tell that they're fresh. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're freshly handmade, by people in China and sent to you. So when you put them on, they're gonna feel like they not that they hurt, but they're gonna feel like they're gonna feel new. Like, the band, you have to get used to the lash band being on your eye. So I didn't go with that vendor. And then I ended up buying another sample from another vendor, which I truly loved. And I also didn't know what type of lash length I wanted to sell. Like, I love the 25 millimeter because, I don't know, they just gave me like this oomph, this flair, this, oh, that's a bad bitch. Like, I just love that. And granted, my eyes are small, and I think they are a little hooded. I'm not too sure. But they kind of look like they look like wings on my eyes at first. Like, it was definitely something that I needed to get used to and mold my face shape to. And, I went through the trial and error of finding a vendor, finding a good vendor. Then I finally hit the jackpot and found a vendor. I tested her lashes, loved them. And then that's when I bought my bulk of inventory and created my lash boxes and things like that, and got my custom pink tweezers, and lashed out began. And if it wasn't for me, thinking about something like that, I wouldn't be who I am today. Because yes, I'm Nyethebrat to y'all, but Brat's way is also a part of me as well. So I feel like it would be different if I didn't have a business. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all would just know me as like a social media personality or whatever. And now y'all know me as being a social media personality and an entrepreneur and a YouTuber and clearly a podcast host. So, there's layers to being Nyethebrat. You get what I'm saying? It's not just Nyethebrat TikTok famous, Nyethebrat. It's layers to me, YouTube, entrepreneurship, me having a podcast, you get what I'm saying? Things like that. So I just, every time I look back, I just be like, wow, like, nah, you really have come a long way, bitch. And you should be so proud of yourself, because not everybody has entrepreneurship in them, and that's okay. But the fact that you thought of something like this and you took it serious, and here you are 2 years later, means a lot. I've never been that dedicated to doing something since I graduated high school. So that's the that's the real tea on how Brat's Way began and how I got into entrepreneurship. I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm not gonna lie. The beginner phases was definitely cringy to look back at, but like I said, I wouldn't change it for the world. Brat's Way is really my baby, and I love my business. I recently sold out a lashes, yay me, per. I had a $1 flash sale. But I feel like that's what I was trying to say to you guys, and I probably sidetracked myself. But with the second restock that I've had, because I've only had 2 restocks in 2 years. The black boxes I bought last November, but I was so depressed that I literally took a video of my new inventory, posted on Instagram, and called it a day. Like, I wasn't advertising them as being available to purchase, nothing. Like, I was just in such a dark hole, and just a sadness surrounding me. Like, I just didn't have the energy to push out my product. And there's no feelings in business. I've learned that in the 2 years that I've been in business. There's literally no feelings in business, because regardless of whatever happens, whatever may get in my way, my business still has to run. You get what I'm saying? So once I learned how to separate my feelings, my personal feelings, from my business, we've been smooth sailing. Okay. I literally randomly one day, I think about 3 weeks ago now, I had a random flash sale. I posted on Facebook and Instagram, got 4 orders. I'm like, okay, part of the girlies just, they looking out, they watching. And I went on TikTok live. Girl, don't you know they sold me out? They sold me out of my lashes, like, to the point where I literally have 1 pair left. 1 pair left. And I just wanted to cry, because the sale was very spontaneous, and I definitely learned my lesson with the spontaneity. I learned to not be that spontaneous next time, and to have a plan. And it was just so successful. It was so successful. And also, when I rebranded my business, I went from selling my lashes at about $10 to $15. And a lot of people were trying to, get in my ear, like, you can't be selling no product for that price when you first start out, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, yeah, that's true to an extent. But listen, your price is your price. If you want to sell me a $40 makeup palette and I want to buy it, I'm going to buy it for $40. I'm not going to question your price. I'm not going to tell you to alter it. I'm damn sure not going to ask for no discount. Your price is $40 plus whatever shipping is, and that's just on me to purchase it. But I learned to stand firm and tall in my prices, because my product is worth it. And surprisingly, I haven't had any problems with my price increase. Like, the girlies are eating my lashes up every time. Once I rebranded my business, I literally had nothing but new customers, new women purchasing from me. And when I went viral a couple times in these Facebook groups, a lot of them were telling me that nobody was going to buy my lashes. This one lady specifically, she said, why would ratchet bitches buy your shit for $15? That's ghetto, and no one's going to buy that shit. Da-da-da-da. Like, girl, I'm not your target audience. Move the fuck around. Like, people will really get in your ear and try to discourage you about whatever it is that you're selling and your prices. Listen, it's not up to them. At the end of the day, you are the boss. So move like one. Don't let nobody see you fall, and damn sure don't let nobody persuade you into talking you out of some shit that you already got planned. Move to the plan. Stick to the plan. Don't let these bitches out here discourage you. Like, I understand giving constructive criticism and good advice, but unsolicited advice and all that nagging and ignorant shit, nobody has to deal with that. I immediately close my ears and womp, 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 womp. Like, that's literally that's literally what I hear when I hear somebody saying some stupid shit like that. Like, girl, mind your business. Because the girlies is over here eating it up. So I could really give a damn about anything that you're saying. Imagine if I allowed all these miserable older women discourage me from changing my price and having a raunchy brand. I'm clearly not your target audience, and that's fine. Move around. Like, I'm not talking to you, and that's fine. But you don't gotta be mean about it. You don't gotta be disrespectful. Like I said, it's a difference between constructive criticism and unsolicited bullshit. Don't, if I didn't learn anything else in entrepreneurship, is to not let anybody discourage you. Do not let nobody knock you off your game. Imagine if I listened to them. I would not have the brand that I have now. I see the value in my brand. I see the worth. So that's what we're doing. We're showing our worth and adding tax, period. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. Don't let nobody discourage you. People will do anything to see you fail, to see you not do better than them. And that's the harsh reality of it all. You just have to be very open-minded when you're an entrepreneur. And that's something gradually that I learned over time, because I don't like being told to do. I don't like when people tell me stuff, especially if I feel like the intent behind what you're telling me isn't good. Like, I naturally read and feed off energy. So if I feel like you're being weird, like, don't say anything to me. But if you want to give me constructive criticism on how I can improve my brand, okay, cool. I'll listen to you. And I might even imply your advice, okay? But other than that, girl, don't say nothing to me. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I just can't wait to see where I take my brand. Like, I genuinely cannot wait to see where I take my brand. I have a lot in store, and I just cannot wait to share it with the world. You'll see it real soon. Don't be surprised if you see me at Ulta and Sephora one day. Remember this podcast specifically when I say I'm gonna end up in Sephora or Ulta. Now, it might seem hard to do, but it ain't nothing that I ain't ready for, okay? I like a little challenge. Okay? If anything, another thing that I learned in entrepreneurship is just to be different, to stand out. Don't be like the rest. Study your competition. And it's not even that they're competition, but study brands around you that sell what you sell. See what they do, how they engage with their followers, what products they sell, what problems they're solving, and move accordingly. Move accordingly. If you guys ever need entrepreneurship advice, feel free to hit me on the gram, hit me in the DM. I'll be glad to give you some advice. Don't blow my DM ups now. Don't blow my DMs up now, okay? Don't do it. Don't blow me up. I might not get back to you when you want me to, but I would definitely see it. And just like I said, y'all, take that leap of faith. Do it now. Do it scared. I know we're in a recession, but you can still get around it. There's still an audience out there spending their coin like crazy because they can. And who knows, they just might spend it with you. So I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all in the next episode.